Hey everyone, Dream here. Welcome to or back to my channel. Today we're all about channeling messages from your person. What is it that they are thinking about or they wish they could tell you if they could? So we have three piles over here, pile number one, pile number two, and pile number three. For pile number one, we have this cherry flavored candy bar. Pile number two, we have apple, and pile number three, we have orange. So I'll give you guys a moment, see which pile or candy or flavor you feel most drawn to. And after you're done choosing your pile, you can always scroll down to the comment section below or description box to find your timestamp that's going to link you to your personal reading. So without further ado, let's get into this. Hey group one, if you guys chose this cherry candy bar, then welcome to your reading. This is all about what your person really wants to tell you, what messages they have for you, or what they wish they could tell you. So let's get into this. And you guys have here the Six of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, Eight of Swords, the Lovers reversed, Five of Wands, and the Hanged Man in reverse. But before we get into this, we have here Gemini, actually a lot of air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Pisces, and this is what's standing out to me, but we still have more cards. Hopefully I remember because I feel like I always forget sign-wise. So let's get into this. Okay, so the first thing that is standing out to me for you guys here, misalignment, 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 misalignment. So there seems to be a lot of differences between, okay, no. Actually, one is I feel for some of you, there may be a lot of differences between you two. That could be in terms of where you stand, morals, what you hope for, wish, what you want out of a relationship. But others of you, I feel like these differences may be something that one of you did in terms of actions or words that really ended up hurting the other, because I'm looking here, whether it like whatever which case it is, I'm looking here and I see the Knight of Swords and the Hanged Man in reverse. Now I feel like your person may be looking at you as possibly stubborn. There are things that they feel like you're holding on to that are not serving the relationship or the situationship that is happening here. They're like with Eight of Swords here, your person feels like they are being restricted due to circumstances that are happening between you two. And again, that could be the misalignment, as in the differences in general, or things that have been said or done here that your person feels like they don't know what to do about, how to get out of. And at the same time, they may be exaggerating it, or they may make it to be bigger than it actually is, or they feel like vice versa, you're doing that. Because like I said here, I feel like they maybe they feel like there's a sense of stubbornness. There is a fight within you that they know that for some of you, I feel like here the Ace of Swords and Knight of Swords, these are opposing each other, as in I feel like there are ideas or thoughts where each of you stands seems to be this sort of clash. Either a lot of you seem to be the opposites attract type of people, or there could have been something that really went down here that either you or both of you are not okay with. And so whenever you try to come together or try to resolve it, there may be some conflict that arises out of this, like whatever, like the conversation that you have between each other. So there seems to be, like, I feel like deep down your person may be seeking some sort of clarity. They want to clarify something to you. They want to give you some sort of information, because like I'm looking at this and I feel like your person, on your person part, they seem to be wanting to reach out. They seem to be wanting to clear something out. But at the same time, I feel like they are expecting some sort of either rejection or some sort of fight, as in this is not going to be easy. They're expecting some sort of challenge. And at the same time, I feel like from your person's part, I'm looking at the Six of Pentacles here and the Eight of Swords. Now, I don't think that your person would straight up like tell you that they are a victim in this whole situation, but they may be thinking it, because I'm looking at these two and I feel like your person may be putting themselves, or they feel like they are more of the beggar here, as in they are the ones who are restricted. Like they want to reach out, but also they don't know what to do. Like how, like what would they say? How would they fix this? They are expecting some sort of clashing or some sort of resistance coming from your part due to something that they know that you're holding on to, something that seems to be measure. But first of all, here with the Ace of Cups and the Lovers, I always say this, whether the Lovers is upright or reversed, that doesn't change the idea that there is some sort of attachment, especially here with the Ace of Cups reflecting it. So the emotions are there coming from your person. I feel like they would want to communicate with you. They would want to open up. They would want to be vulnerable. They would want to reach some sort of resolution, whatever that may look like. But at the same time, I feel like they're holding back because it seems like they put you as the one with the like more power here, as in you hold the power for this whole situation to work out or not, because there seems to be like some sort of compromise that needs to happen here, but it hasn't yet. And whatever it is that needs to, whatever compromise this is, needs somebody to let something go. Whether that be you or them or both of you in this particular situation, in order for you to reach some sort of agreement or reach some sort of alignment. And so it seems a bit difficult at the moment. Now, to clarify further, you guys have here the Three of Pentacles reversed, Two of Pentacles reversed, Six of Swords reversed, and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, exactly. This is exactly what I'm talking about with the Nine of Cups here. I feel like they may view you as having more options. Maybe they're waiting for you to open the door. Maybe they are waiting for you to ignite some sort of communication, because maybe they're fearful themselves to come forward because they don't know what that is going to look like. Again, this we may be looking at somebody who feels entrapped or feels like they are facing some sort of restriction, because like it doesn't make sense that they would think that you feel restricted or you feel blocked unless they have literally blocked you. I don't think that that is the case. That may be more so talking about them expecting some sort of clash from your side. And so other than that, with the Ace of Cups here, the Knight of Cups, there seems to be a lot of emotional involvement when it comes to your person, as in there are feelings there definitely, but with the Two of Pentacles, they're having a hard time kind of juggling. On one part they have the emotions, but on the other part there is this whole chaos that is happening between you two due to, again, simply differences, misalignments, or something that was said or done here that ended up hurting the other or both of you in this particular case. Now, I do feel that your person may be facing some sort of either stress or fear of like, you know, when you can't handle a situation, they may end up losing a ball, and if they drop the ball, like the whole situation has dropped. And so I feel like with the Eight of Swords here specifically, your person seems to have one foot in and the other outside the door, because like on one part they are like, I wouldn't say that they're done with this. This definitely does not seem to be the case, but they're hoping for some sort of resolution or some sort of victory, but they're not there yet. And on the other hand, I feel like they may be questioning where you stand. Is this over? Is this done? Should I let it go? Like, what needs to happen here? Because with the Three of Pentacles, this seems to be like, I feel like for the most part, this is talking about two people that seem to be not working together, as in a lot of opposing energy here, where there needs to be more trust. And then you have the Six of Swords here. I feel like your person would communicate to you that there are bridges here, or a specific bridge, whatever has happened between you two, that needs to be crossed. But in order for that to happen, there needs to be proper and clear, like emphasis on proper and clear communication, because sometimes especially when there's like compromise or some sort of forgiveness possibly here that needs to happen, clear and proper communication is key. But also there seems to be some sort of difficulty, or they find that it is a bit challenging to do so, or to reach to get to the point where there is clear and proper communication. And I feel like, if anything, like I said earlier, this person seems to be like really wanting to reach out and clear something out. If not, they might feel that there is resistance on your part, and they're expecting that to come from you, because again, they may be putting you at a position of power more so than your person, as in you hold the key, whether there is communication or not. But I'll leave that up to you guys, because like you would know more regarding this situation. But I definitely feel like there needs to be some sort of they feel like there needs to be proper communication, but it doesn't feel like you guys are having that. So this seems to be troubling them or stressing them, and it feels like, okay, like where do we go from here? I feel like your person is a bit on one part they know what they have to do, but on the other there seems to be confusion on how to bring that about. So I want to learn more about this. And so let's look at this, and we have here charms or symbols, whatever you want to call them. Let's get more about this whole situation, or what your person wants to let you know specifically here, if they could. Okay, that is a bit too much, but that is okay. Okay, so we have here the cassette. Basically, this talks about your person, maybe they would want to tell you that they're looking back at possibly your memories, replaying conversations, whatever happened between you two. They keep going back to the past. You have this, I don't know what to call this, but your person may possibly be thinking about you before they go to sleep, or they, because of how much maybe they're thinking about you, they end up dreaming about you. With mountains here, you know what? I'm not surprised, because one part, I feel like these, whatever differences are between you two, they seem to be very big. And so with the mountains here, this implies challenges. They feel very they feel far from you, as in it could be literally that you two are physically apart, or metaphorically, as in they feel like you're mountains apart. It's hard to reach you, it's hard to get to you, or whatever is between you two seems too big that they may fear that it cannot be resolved. Again, whatever is happening here, it definitely requires a lot of, proper communication and clarity, and possibly heart to heart talk here. We have here the heart following the brain, making me feel like emotionally they know where they're at. But regarding everything surrounding the situation, there's something about this that makes your person fear or know that they are already possibly rejected here, or they know that it's not going to work out. But it almost feels like the heart wants what it wants. It's like they don't know what to do about this. Talking about the heart here, you have the heart chakra. So in a way, I feel like your person may be trying to bridge the gap between the heart and the circumstance. It's like, I know what I want, I know what I feel, but the circumstances seem very challenging or very difficult to your person. They are very much emotionally involved, but more so, I feel like here with the heart chakra, they seem to be very isolated. They may feel insecure regarding the whole situation, or possibly coming up to you or trying to fix whatever has happened to you. They may feel like they look like a clown. There may have been foul play happening here, and so they're fearful of dealing with it, and maybe that's where the insecurity is stemming from. Now, we have here, I believe this is called a wreath. This is all about, having faith, hoping for the best, feeling like there may still be light for this whole situation, as in it doesn't have to be over. We can maybe still fix it. Maybe the chance will come about. And then you have this leaf, which signifies change of seasons. That also may relate to when the whole situation happened between you two. Could be spring, could be fall, or they feel like there is still hope for this whole situation, and change will come and things will come together eventually here. Then you have a unicorn, that maybe their feelings towards you, as in you are a once in a lifetime thing. They cannot find somebody like you, or they view you as somebody who is very unique. So be very unfortunate if things do not work out between you two, because like I said here, you have the heart chakra, you have the heart over mind. You have the cassette, Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Lovers. I feel like emotionally, this person seems to be very invested. And then with this, I don't know what to call this, but this is basically talking about emotional, having emotional seasons. Like maybe one day they feel good, but a lot of times they feel they feel maybe coming back, like they're coming back to you, or they feel drawn to you. And then with the bear here, bears are very big on protection. Another thing is adaptability. So on one part, I feel like your person may be trying to protect their feelings, try and protect their heart. Maybe that's why they're not, maybe if for some of you, if you're not communicating, that's their way of kind of protecting themselves, because they know that in a way they're going to be either rejected, or they're going to look maybe either stupid or like a clown. But I feel like your person, for the most part, may be trying to adapt to the whole situation that is happening here. Because like I said, on one part, there is that emotionally, they're still involved. But on the other hand, they know that the circumstances may be too big to kind of overcome. So they're trying to, in like some way, somehow bridge that gap between their emotions and the reality of the situation that is happening between you two. So Finally, here, I do have some pre-shuffled messages for you guys. This would not be a messages from your person without the messages. So we have here, I've hidden how deep my feelings really are. So if you are in communication, I don't feel like this person is letting everything out because there, like I said, there may be some sort of fear or stress overcoming your person regarding this whole situation. It almost feels like your person does not want to mess up, or if they have in the past, they don't know how to come out of that. Next, you have here, I look at your picture often. So there you go. You had the cassette and now they're looking at your picture often. Even though I don't show it, I am sorry for how things went between us. Yeah. This is definitely a thing here, as in they wish they could, if they could possibly, reach out, or they know that they have a chance of fixing it. I definitely feel like your person would. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, and here you have the Knight of Swords. But for the most part, I feel like they are feeling stuck. This may be something in their head, or this may be something that they already know, but kind of exaggerating. So I keep checking on you to see what you've been up to. Cassette, I look at your picture often. I keep checking on you, so definitely have their eye on you. I keep telling myself it's not over. Yeah, that may be here this wreath or wreath, whatever you call it, talking about hope or faith that things are not done and over with here. Next, you have, I will make things right between us one day. So maybe they may be putting some blame on themselves, but at the same time, I feel like there's something about this that talks about that victim mentality. As in, maybe they did something and they feel like they cannot come out of that, but at the same time, there was this thing about you here being stubborn regarding the situation or whatever is happening, or very stubborn when it comes to possibly your thoughts or your standards, whatever it is that you're holding on to. I feel like there is a disagreement when it comes to your person. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Next, you have, I know I made a huge mistake. So there's a lot of, wow, everything is pink so far. And the way I design things, the cards here is that pink would resemble the wand, so it's more action based. And everything about this talks about actions, the way they keep looking at you or keep looking back at you, the way they want to, make things right between you two, what they keep telling themselves, what they're hiding, not being very straightforward. So it's all action based when it comes to your person regarding things that they will do and things that they have done in the past. When can I see you again? So there may be, again, with that hope or faith that things will change, that there is still hope or light for this. And then finally, we have here, we have so much in common. We have so much in common. I feel like that could be on emotionally. They may feel like we're very compatible. You understand each other. But other than that, honestly, I feel like there's so many differences between you two. But if that is regarding something that they did or you did, then sure, you may have so much in common. But other than that, I feel like there are vast differences between you two that need to be bridged or overcome here. So that is all for you, group one. Let me know how you guys felt about this reading. If you enjoyed it, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. And if you want to see more, you can always subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hey group 2, if you guys chose this apple flavored candy, then welcome to your reading. So this is all about messages from your person. So let's get into this. And you guys have here the 5 of Swords in reverse, the Tower reversed, Judgment reversed, 8 of Pentacles, the Star, 4 of Swords reversed, 10 of Pentacles, and the Magician. Okay, so we have air and earth. Specifically here, Aquarius for air. Okay, so what would your person tell you? 5 of Swords and the Star here, 5 of Swords in reverse. I believe that your person would tell you that they feel hurt either by you or whatever happened between you two. Say, it's like, especially here with the 5 of Swords, if you hurt this, like one part, I feel like your person would be upset that you hurt them, but on the other hand, if this person hurt you, they would tell you that they're not happy about that either, because like a lot of times with the 5 of Swords, especially in reverse, this talks about both parties losing, whether you won at a fight or an argument or whatever the situation is or not. At the end of the day, they feel like they've come out a loser because like they wouldn't want to hurt that person. especially if that person was close to them. And if they were hurt, obviously, who would be happy about that? So at the end of the day, I feel like your person is definitely experiencing some sort of hurt here. And there seems to be some sort of residual when it comes to that, as in the anger is still there or the resentment is still there. And it almost feels like a wound that keeps on reopening. So for a while, they may feel better. They may feel like they have moved on. They may feel like they have healed, but then it all of a sudden comes back. And there's something about this with the Tower in reverse here and the Four of Swords, making me feel like, first of all, there is this restless energy about your person where they know that they have good days and they have that bad days. And so with the Tower here, especially when in reverse, it's like they know that there is something here that was going to happen, as in they are expecting to, like, they know when these wounds are reopening, they know when they have these bad days, and they know that you may be at the cause of that. But at the same time, I feel like I feel like they know that they should be taking a step back. They shouldn't be thinking about this. They shouldn't be angered or have resentment. But I feel like they cannot help themselves. They try to, bring this energy back within and try to heal and try to ground themselves. But at the end of the day, I feel like, again, with the Four of Swords here being in reverse, there's that restless energy of going back to that chaos of what they were feeling previously and not helping from themselves from, stopping these thoughts. So basically what I'm trying to say here is that your person feels hurt. They would tell you that they're still feeling hurt by what happened here, and they're incapable almost here of letting it go. Because, like, again here, especially here with Judgment, and this fits all perfectly together, because with Judgment here in reverse, like, I don't think that your person would tell you, oh, the universe is giving me a sign. That would be me talking. But for the most part, I feel like your person is getting signs, or deep down within, they know that they should be taking a break, or they should be letting whatever situation happened between you to go, and that there is this door that they should be walking through and taking time for themselves to heal and to go through and take and reground and rethink everything that went down here. But I feel like for the most part here with Judgment, they feel like by doing that or by walking away, there's going to be a lot that will be sacrificed here, a lot that means like things that mean so much to them, and that they're fearful of leaving that behind. And so I feel like deep down their inner critic is telling them one thing. They know that by them being resentful towards the situation, angry with you, that they're doing themselves harm, and there's no good that's going to come out of it, and they possibly need to take a break and just walk away and forget, or possibly here even forgive. But I feel like your person is not able to do so, because there's that fear of, like, if I move forward, that's the end of it. There's no coming back. At the same time, so basically what I'm trying to say here with Judgment and the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like your person for the most part is trying to play it safe. They don't want to fully move forward. One part, it's because they're still going through it, but on the other part, it feels like they're leaving something major behind, and that's instilling some sort of fear. And that fear as an overall is not doing them any good, because they seem to be very stuck. They know what they should be doing, but also they're not going through with it. And so coming off as very restless, coming off as wounded, and haven't found, they haven't been grounded yet, if that makes sense, and that this is still a work in progress. Aside of that, with Judgment and the Ten of Pentacles here, I feel like this could go both ways. Either your person feels, and I feel like I said this in a previous reading, where when you talk, like, say you had a breakup and then your person ends up talking about you to other people, and now coming back to you, they almost seem ashamed, or they fear judgment. And this may be the situation here, or vice versa. That could be about you, where your person feels like there are people that interfered and ignited that fire that shouldn't have been there, and that you may be they feel like you may have been influenced by people surrounding you. And if you don't feel like that is the case, again, feel free to reverse the roles. That could easily be your person, and that is something that they are aware of, and now they feel like they're going to be judged, either coming back to you or the situation, or vice versa. That could be you fearful of coming back to them due to that exterior interference. But more so looking at this, I feel like this is talking about the sacrifice that your person does not, or has that fear of leaving behind. Now, the Eight of Pentacles here and the Magician, there is this awareness that there is manipulation happening here. But at the same time, they're still going through it. I feel like one part of them, they're like, as an overall, there is this resistance of like, leave everything behind, move forward, find your ground, heal yourself, rethink the whole situation. But on the other hand, there is that, need or feeling of wanting to stick around, of fear of what may come. Because like, what if I move forward and then the door is shut? There's that's that. So again, that feeling of playing it safe, in turn, that may be them trying to manipulate themselves, but they also know that. Or for those of you who are in communication with this person, I don't think that they would tell you that they're manipulating you exactly, but they wouldn't, expose that truth that they don't want to fully, close the door. They still want to feel like there is a chance here. They still want to feel like things, if there's this possibility of working things out, why say no? But for the most part, I feel like this is talking about working on this whole situation regarding their thought process and what they need to do, but instead they're ignoring, if that makes sense. So let us clarify further. And you guys have here Judgment. So Judgment upright and then reversed. You have the Four of Cups, the Fool, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, so I love how Judgment is presented in this reading as an open door. So again, going back to the point of your person not wanting to fully close or shut that door closed, because Judgment clarifying the star here in the Five of Swords. I feel like on one part they have this hope that things may, there's still may be that chance, or they may be able to resolve it. But on the other hand, there's this knowing within them with Judgment here and Judgment that this is done and over with, and they should, fully leave it behind, like let it be. But at the other hand, I feel like with the Four of Cups clarifying Four of Swords and the Tower here, they're very bothered. Like, they're not happy that the situation got out of hand and that things are not going the way that they intended, and this is not the ending that they have envisioned, and so they're seeking something different. And so with that comes that restless energy, because I'm not happy about what I'm receiving. What I need to do, I'm also not happy about. So therefore, that restless energy of, sticking around, not fully shutting the door, not fully moving forward, and if they're incapable of coming back and resolving what has happened between you two, if that doesn't happen, that's possibly why there's anger and resentment, because they feel stuck in a situation that they're not happy about, and it did not go the way they intended for it to be. And so here with the Fool, the story behind the Fool in this deck is that this peacock, listen, I don't know bird names, like, I know what they are when I hear them, but I could not remember for the life of me. This bird in this deck took or made the choice to take an adventure. And so what happened here is that they found themselves in the middle of the ocean, stuck or surrounded by waves from all sides, and now they're left with this question of what do I do? You know what, it's stormy, there's waves all around me, I cannot go back. So they're left with the option of either you move forward or you wait around. And so for the most part, I think this is what's happening here. They're called to do something. They know that there is something here they need to do, which is maybe make space, take your time, heal, think about this. But instead, I feel like they're fearful of taking that forward stuff, and they maybe, for the most part, what I'm getting here is that they're deciding to wait or stick around for a while in case something happens or something changes. For some of you, I feel like they feel like you haven't completely closed the door, so they may feel like there is still hope or there's still that option. Or I feel like that could easily be them, as in they're implying to you that the door hasn't been completely shut. Let's see what we can do with this. Can we, fix it or not? Is it going to be for the good or is it going to be for the bad? And then with the Eight of Cups here, sorry, I feel like this is more so talking, like, listen, I definitely feel like your person here is ignoring all the signs, what they should do, what they know should happen here. And instead they're doing what they want to do despite all logic surrounding the situation of what they should be doing. They have their wants, and there's the should. and the should they're not liking, the options that they're faced with if they don't like, and so they're doing their best to kind of either so I feel like it's not that they're doing anything, but they're, if they were to communicate to you, they would tell you that they're not happy regarding what happened. They still have possibly anger, they still feel wounded, and these wounds keep opening. On one part, they know that maybe moving forward is the way to heal this whole situation, but they're also scared of moving forward, and so they're finding themselves stuck in this position or situation, and they're lingering, but they're not happy about that either. But a part of them maybe cannot help but feel hopeful, but the other part is like, walk away, but they're not doing that either. So they would tell you that they are not over this. Okay, so let's see what more your person has to say regarding the situation. I don't know, call these symbols, call these charms, whatever you want, but let's see what we get here. Okay, so with the arrows here, this is all about, like, all the signs in this reading are talking about a forward movement, or implying that they should be moving forward. That may be something that your person is thinking about. But then here with the heart, running after the brain, it's like, I feel like your person is more so running on emotions. If they're feeling angry, they're thinking from that point of view. If they're feeling resentment, from that point of view, as opposed to listening to what the surrounding is telling them, to what logic is telling them. And so I feel like their emotions are in a way blocking the reality, or what they truly should be doing in this specific situation. And then here you have this lightning bolt talking about enlightenment, intuition, decisiveness. As in, I feel like for the most part, your person should be making a decision. They should be following their intuition, which is here telling them to kind of, to shut some door and move forward, and really take time to reflect and look upon yourself and heal. But instead, I feel like they're creating this chaos for themselves by sticking around, or having this fear of moving forward because of what might happen, or what they may be facing. For some of you here with money, I feel like if you are, say, married or facing a divorce, or for those of you who broke up with this person and you had a whole living situation, now you have to split everything up. This may be talking about the sacrifices that I talked about earlier, something that your person fears of losing. So to whom it may concern, that may be the case here. Or instead of that, I feel like your person should be focusing their energy elsewhere, because like with this eagle here, this is all about focus and determination. But looking at your person, I feel like this is all in the wrong, places. Instead of truly listening to their intuition, I feel like they're confusing themselves. Because like with the snowflake here, I feel like this is talking about snowflake. First of all, this may be talking about the literal season, so that may be of significance to you, but on the other hand, snowflakes are all unique. Not, it is like each snowflake is different from the other, not one is the same, making me feel like this situation may be new to your person, or they haven't faced something like it before. And so that's why they're having a hard time possibly making a decision, or moving forward, or healing from. And at the end of the day, they're all about their survivals. What is best for them? What is the best decision here? And despite what their intuition and their logic is telling them, I feel like they're overcomplicating things by going with their emotions here. And then with dumbbell here, now I don't know what this has to do with weights, but I do know that the word dumbbell means a bell that does not make a sound, or a bell that does not ring, a bell that is not working. And that was way before the word dumb translated into what we know today, which could be stupid, say here. So dumbbell, in a way, I feel like originally means the inability to speak, or to let out your voice. And so this may be something that your person is feeling here, as in they feel like they cannot reach out anymore, they cannot speak to you anymore. And maybe that's why the idea of moving forward and leaving everything behind, add on top of that things did not go the way they planned or the way they intended. And so there's that anger, which may be possibly here preventing them from fully moving forward, because in a way, I feel like your person has a hard time accepting the reality of the situation. And then with the ear here, this person may be either hearing something about you or lending their ear to exterior parties, people that are talking to them, or they may be expecting to hear from you depending on what you two are going through. Now, finally, this would not be a messages from your person without messages. So I do have pre-shuffled messages here, and you guys have, I'm trying to think of what I want to say to you. So that's for those of you whose person is thinking about reaching out, or if they feel like they're going to see you anytime soon, because I feel like there's something here that they're expecting. Either this is something that they know is bad for them, or for some of you, this may possibly be talking about them, expecting to see you sometime soon. It's really hard for me to open up. Yeah, or like that. With, I'm trying to think of what I want to say to you. All implies somebody who has difficulty with speaking here, similar to what I said with dumbbell. But on top of that, also I want to say here with dumbbell, a lot of times I feel like dumbbells, people associate dumbbells with easy weights, as in they're not as heavy as like the bigger machines or bigger weights. And so, but they like, a lot of times with dumbbells, a couple of reps and it really gets to you. It really weakens you. It really becomes harder. And so in a way, I feel like this situation, the more they kind of push it away, or the longer they look away from it, or they try not to face it, the heavier and the more they're gonna struggle with it. But to move forward, I worry our differences are too much to overcome. Yeah, that's definitely a thing here. That's why all the signs are applying, like move forward, let the anger go, let the resentment go. I thought about reaching out to you, but then I stopped myself. It's hard for me to open up. I'm trying to think of what I want to say to you. I replay our conversations over and over. I am still not over us. There you go. Somebody who's struggling with completely leaving the past in the past and moving forward. I worry about us a lot. Yeah. The thought of you still does things to me. It was my fault, but I blamed you. I want to reach out, but I'm afraid. So the theme here is, I feel like for the most part, this is somebody who is thinking about the past, who's refusing to let the past go, and is more so stuck in a situation, and this situation is not doing any good for either both of you or for your person specifically. So if they were to communicate to you, they would tell you that everything regarding the situation makes them feel like they should be giving up and moving forward, and that they should be directing all this energy into themselves and healing. But instead they find themselves fearful of what the future may bring, and so they find themselves stuck and almost in a way knowing what they should be doing, but not wanting to do so because they expected things to possibly go differently or work differently here. So this is also showing up in the messages. This is definitely a theme of this whole situation. So I'd love to know what you guys think about this. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you did enjoy this and it resonated, make sure to hit that thumbs up. I deeply appreciate it. And if you want to see more videos like this, you can always subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hey group 3, if you guys chose this orange flavored candy, then welcome to your reading. So this is all about what messages do we have for you from your person. What is it that they wish they could say to you if they could? So you guys have here the 7 of Cups reversed, the Sun reversed, the Devil reversed, the Empress reversed. So far a lot of reversals. 2 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, the Moon reversed, King of Wands, and we have 9 cards. I don't know how that happened, but 2 of Cups, and let it be, whatever. So we're gonna keep it. And okay, the Devil, the Moon both being in reverse. Listen, you guys, group 3, there's a big, like, this reading is big on, like, I don't want to say jump into conclusions and say obsession, because we have the Devil here. It is in reverse. But I do get a sense of like very strong attachment coming from your person, that it almost became already, I feel like it already has turned into something that is unhealthy. So you can say an obsession, but it's almost like an obsession that your person is aware of. Like they know that they have this obsession, that they're thinking about you possibly nonstop, that they're making up scenarios in their head, possibly fantasizing here. We also do have the Seven of Cups here, so there is that. But also, I feel like if they were to communicate to you, they would tell you that they're almost embarrassed about how they're feeling towards you, because in a way, I feel like this is something that they do want to let out, they do want to expose, they do want to get off their chest, because like you have here the Sun in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles, making me feel like there is something about this that your person has, there is something here that has come to your person's awareness, whether that be something that they heard about you, learned about you, something that they've seen, or you guys feel free to reverse this. There is something here that you may have found out about your person, and now they're sitting in this place of almost shame or embarrassment, knowing that you know. And if you don't know anything, that could easily beat them. There is something here, and it doesn't have to be something that is say it doesn't have to be a fact, something that they can see or literally hear. It could be something that they have, like starting there's something that they may be starting to believe in their head, as in, say for example, maybe time has passed onto this where now it's almost, you can say it's like it's too hard to kind of come forward and maybe confront and reveal their inner deepest thoughts. And so they may be sitting in this place of fear or shame, like, okay, like what do I do now? There's a sense about this that this person has. I feel like when I said earlier that this person has been thinking about you, could have been going on for quite some time now, because there seems to be a lot of time invested into this, where your person seems to have waited and waited, but nothing has happened. And now this whole like thinking about you, fantasizing about you, dreaming about you at one point may have been really joyous for your person. But I feel like it got to a point where it's starting to turn into more of a burden, because they may have started to realize that there's something here that is not coming into fruition. And instead of this, like the Empress here being upright, as in this person putting you on this high pedestal where you seem to be everything to them, reverse this. And I almost feel like your person may be starting to feel that you are something that is almost out of reach, very far away, almost unattainable in a way. So way beyond like putting you just putting you on a pedestal. So this is even has turned into something that is harder, or for like way far than your person has imagined or thought the situation to be, if that makes sense. So at one point, I feel like your person, like with the King of Wands, needless to say that this person may have has really strong feelings for you. At one point, they really thought that they may get you or be with you, or have some sort of like whatever experience with you, whether this has been something that happened between you two or is yet they feel like they still want to happen. This person does want to be around you, or has this motive to go after you and reach you, but there's something here that is stopping your person. It can be a sense of shame, a sense of embarrassment, or that your person has waited for what seems like to be quite some time now, that it's almost harder to kind of come back. The more time passes, the harder it is to come back. Or the first thing that I said here could be something that you found out about your person. Now they're sitting in this place of shame where they don't know what to do. Now, Seven of Cups in reverse, and then you have the Moon here reversed. There is something here that was that came into either you or your person's awareness, and whatever this is that came to your person's awareness, it could be them knowing that you found something out about them. Whatever the case is here, I feel like it's bringing them a lot of, like, it's taking all that joy and optimism when thinking about you. Now it's making things a bit more complicated. Now maybe making things a bit maybe sad or disappointing. And so whatever this reality that your person has been hit with, I feel like in a way they're trying to put this blindfold intentionally on, in order to avoid what it is that's bothering them. It's almost in a way they don't want to see this reality. They don't want to see what they feel like is going to break their heart or really hurt them here. It could be that a case of you possibly being with somebody else, or not, moving on, not feeling the same way about them. Because to your person here, the Two of Cups, this actually makes a lot of sense. The Empress, the King of Wands, the Devil, the Seven of Cups. You seem to be everything for this person. It almost feels like you are the only one that they think about. Or I will say here again with the theme, someone who your person is constantly thinking about. I feel like if they were to communicate with you, they would tell you that you don't you've never escaped their mind. You're always there, at the back of their head, and you've almost become this habit that they're attached to. But now they've come to realize that it's not. There's something about this that is becoming unhealthy for your person, and it's turning their once like happiness and joy whenever they think about you into sadness, because there is something here they almost feel like they keep pushing away because they know it's going to bring them some sort of pain or hurt, whatever this may be. Let us clarify further, but it is something that has either been discovered, come to your person's awareness, or could simply be speaking about time here. So next, you guys have here the Queen of Wands, and the King of Wands. You have the Nine of Pentacles, Strength, and the Seven of Wands. So a lot of resistance and persistence when it comes to your person, even though they know that you're like, it almost feels like you're at this point where it's hard for them to get to you, or they know it, or they feel at least here that it's almost impossible. Maybe that's why they're starting to feel down, or starting to feel trying to protect their heart, trying to tell themselves like, no, maybe it's still possible. Maybe one day we are going to come into alignment. And so there is that resistance, that, persistence, that fight, that urge, that fire within them that they're refusing to turn down. They're trying to keep that optimism, that fiery energy. I feel like that's more so what they're more so focusing on, rather than what it is that they know could happen here, or could be something that has already happened. Maybe for you guys, you have moved on, or like whatever it is that your person believes they know. They're trying to almost here, like, I don't want to say manipulate themselves, but maybe convince themselves that everything's going to be okay, that you guys are possibly here meant to be. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, the Empress, the Two of Cups, and then the Devil. Yeah, there's very strong attachment that you are meant to be, and that this one day is going to work out. Try to stay positive, stay strong. But I will say here, with the Nine of Pentacles being in reverse on top of the Seven of Pentacles and the Sun here in reverse, I feel like by the day your person seems to be losing that confidence. They seem to be, as I feel like at one point they were really, I don't know, I feel like your person had this start of optimism and hope, and believe that everything's gonna be okay. But there's something here that happened that ended up disappointing your person, where after whatever happened here, whether this is something they found out about you about them, turned this whole like optimism and confidence into the exact opposite, where they're feeling lonely. They feel like there's something here, they need something to kind of hold on to and depend on, and make them feel like everything is going to be okay, because it seems like their light has been dimmed, whatever has happened here. And with Strength, with Strength here, when it comes to like with the Devil here, with Strength clarifying the Devil and the Moon both being in reverse, this is almost a case of like, there is something here they know is not good for them. Say there's something here that they're starting to realize that they need to stop these thoughts, they need to stop this almost obsession, because it's not doing them almost any good. And so I feel like they're trying to stay strong, they're trying to stay mentally strong and patient here, and try to tackle these feelings accordingly, or slowly, or maturely, in order not to hurt themselves, because this person seems to be very protective over their heart, and also very protective over you, and very loving and passionate emotions towards you. I will say here, let us know more about your person. So we have symbols or charms, whatever you want to call them. Okay, let's get some more. Okay. Okay, so we have here the star, we have the moon, we have like a half moon, half sun. I did draw the sun part, and I ended up ruining it, because like I thought it was not going to show on camera, only to ruin the whole like whatever. Okay, so we have the star, the moon, and half moon, half sun. So with the star, I feel like this is more of like the star card, representing wishes, dreams, hopes, wanting to feel like they want to heal from the whole situation, and they want to feel hopeful that everything's going to be okay, and that maybe possibly you two are going to end up together. The moon here a lot of times is the symbol of the soul, making me feel like your person may be feeling you on a soul level. They may feel not only like there is, when I said earlier, this whole the reading is very strong on attachment. They may be feeling that attachment. They may be feeling I will say here, almost obsessed with you, because they cannot seem to let the idea or the thought of you go. They may be thinking about you day and night. And with this, I feel like there's a lot of happiness and joy whenever they think about you. But then there's also that sad side when knowing that maybe they're not gonna see you, or they cannot have you or be with you, or maybe that's it and it's something of the past. I feel like here with the calendar, they may be counting the days, the months, or it has been. This may be talking about the amount of time has passed on the whole situation between you and them, and maybe that's why they're starting to lose almost faith here, or they're starting to feel disappointed, because here with the Seven of Pentacles, this is about time. The Nine of Pentacles, losing that confidence that something here is going to end up working out for their in their favor. And then you have here the Bunny, and I feel like when it comes to you, there's this vulnerability that comes up about your person where they just want to feel comforted. They just want to feel like, it almost feels like they want to hug someone, because maybe the whole situation saddens them. There's a vulnerability that overcomes your person. So whatever the case is here, I do believe that your person feels deeply for you, and they're almost here longing for you, thinking about you. And the longer that this goes here with the dumbbell, the heavier the whole situation becomes. But also with the dumbbell, I feel like your person feels incapable of talking about this to anyone, because here with the Devil and the Moon both being in reverse, this too talks about that sense of shame. It could be regarding something that you found out about them, something regarding their past, because I do see here these two people almost had that, it had an intimate moment, but then they had they have these scrambling thoughts about, as in after the deed has been done, there is that sense of regret, or why did I do this. It could be for some of you related to something that your person has done. Maybe they have cheated and now they've regretted it out in the aftermath. They've realized that this was something wrong as soon as it happened. Maybe this is something that they did, but they do not believe that it's something they're not in love with that person. It was just that maybe a moment of weakness, a mistake, and now they're looking back and they're regretful. But other than that, I feel like here, I believe they call this the Jack in the Box, the one you keep turning and then something pops out, that element of surprise, making me feel that your person may be hopeful that things are going to change all of a sudden, or this may be all about your person maybe popping into your life out of nowhere, or hoping that you would pop into their life out of nowhere. So to end this whole thing, this would not be a messages for your person without messages. So I do have pre-shuffled messages here for you guys, and I know you've been right. I am trying to forgive myself. So there you go. That could be related to that sense of embarrassment or shame, or lack of confidence that things are going to work out between you two. I'll leave that up to you, because I feel like you would know better. I hope we cross paths again. There you go. That could be that. I call it Jack in the Box. I don't know if I'm right, but that element of I hope, I see you again, or that this is not over with. That a part of them does like I said earlier, does not want to let this go. Next, you have, I replay our conversations over and over, so they may be reminiscing a lot, thinking about the past. And then there's the scenarios, there's the fantasies, there's the dream part. Definitely, I would put all these together, because this seems very heavy. When it comes to your person thinking about you, almost showing up as obsession, even though the Devil here is in reverse. Everything surrounding that just reassures that, the Devil in reverse, this is just them knowing that this is something they should be letting go of, because it's becoming unhealthy, but it doesn't change the fact that this person is obsessed with you. I know I messed up everything. There you go, that sense of guilt again. It could be it doesn't have to be this serious. This could be a case of somebody you dated, or somebody you had a crush on, or a friend that they were hoping for things between you two to develop into something further, but it did not work out due to them not pursuing it enough. And so they may be regretting their lack of action, or lack of you would know better. But yeah, I made the wrong choice. Yeah, so there may have been wrong choices regarding the situation that could be related to, I know I messed up everything. I know you've been right, as in there was something here that should have happened, but they did the opposite and now they're dealing with the consequences. I wonder if you're happy without me. So are you feeling the same way they feel about you? I wish I knew your true feelings. Are they the only ones feeling this way? Have you moved on? Maybe this is something that they're starting to feel here, that you have moved on, or that you have found somebody else, or that you no longer feel the same way about them. I feel crazy for having these strong feelings for you. 1,000%, like 1,000%, this is something that is very obvious in this reading, because like they may start feeling crazy because, like I said, very strong attachment here. Karma is a bitch. I finally got mine. What did I say, you guys? This could be something that is affecting them after the math. And now I am absolutely in love with you. I honestly would truly believe that based on everything that has shown up or we've seen. So let me know how you guys felt about this reading. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that thumbs up. I deeply appreciate it. And I'd love to know your thoughts down below. I love hearing from you guys. And if you want to see more videos like this, you can always subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.